Hello, loves. Welcome to the Sacred Ravens Tarot Vision. My name is Jamie. I'm your soul work intuitive, your spiritual mentor, and life career coach. And I'm hoping that all is well tonight and that our video doesn't slow us down. The weather over here isn't that great in Seattle, so we're having some buffering, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put all that I need to, as far as information goes, in the description box here in the chat room, and then we're going to begin. We're going to take a look at the energy for the new moon in Aquarius for all of us. If you find yourself in this room, please know that Spirit has sent you to me. I've prayed, I've done some meditating about this, and I hope that you're able to take something away from the room. I am going to do some free oracles tonight with the readings, and there are $5 2-card mini questions that are available as well for the mini readings as we go along. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my email address in here for you guys, should you need that at all. All right. Before we begin, I'll be spiritual business at thesacredraven.coach. Okay. There we go. Website, should you need to know more about who I am, my credentials, what I do for work. Right. Okay. Got that going. If you feel that you want something deeper or you want something for yourself, I'm going to put a website here for you as well, as I do deep coaching with those that need it, with the readings as an assistance, should you want that, as well as readings that are 30-minute, 15, and 10. So I'm going to put that in the description box as well, okay, for those that want to, if you wish. There's no, you don't have to, but it is there for those who do, okay? Make sure I got it correct. Okay, right there. Got it. Okay. And next, for those of you during the reading in the chat room as we go live, if you have a personal question that you want answered, we do those. And those are the $5 2-card pulls. I don't go into larger readings than that because it can take too much time. And there are a lot of people that come in and like to get their free oracle card, general, or they have a personal question as well. And to keep things going smoothly, I can only go as deep as that. For deeper personal readings, that's where this address is for all of you that prefer that. But we do have those. And I did try 6-card readings with the free oracle, and those were okay. They didn't go on too long, so those are available for those that wish, but generally we don't really do as many of those. So I'm going to put the address here for those of you that wish to do that, or that wish just for energy exchange to leave a tip. A lot of people just for thanks like to do that as well. It's very sweet. Okay. People are lovely and very generous and appreciative. Okay. energy exchanges, okay? And then we're going to go in. Let's see what we've got for the new moon energy, what Spirit has to say for us all, because I sense that we're going through some massive endings. I mean, like serious endings, serious beginnings. Okay. Make sure I got it all correct. Everything's good so that we can start. Okay. Tonight, $5 2 cards are available. Okay. Just ask. Okay. All right, my loves. With the free oracle. All right. Okay, so I hope we're going to do all right tonight. We don't get all this buffering here in Seattle. Seattle, constantly raining. Rain and wind. Okay, so we're going to start. I just want you for a minute, if you could, just for a few seconds, close your eyes or not, but just ask Spirit to join us during the reading, okay? And for you to receive the guidance that you need for that answer that you're seeking, that inspiration that you're needing, that one thing that might be the right thing that you need that will turn things around or help alleviate some stress, relax your mind, put you at ease, okay? I like to ask for Archangel Michael, the most powerful of all archangels. Okay. All right. Hi, EB. As you come in, it will be beautiful if you hit the like to show your love as energy exchange. Subscribe if you haven't been here, but you find yourself enjoying the chat, the discussion, and the readings. Hi, Alan. How are you, sweetheart? Tonight I'm doing free oracles. They are general. Okay. If you have a very personal question, you can have those, but those are the $5 2 card. Okay. So I'm doing a reading for all of us that are sent in this room tonight. Okay. For the new moon in Aquarius. There's a huge shift, massive shift that's happening. And there are groups of us that various things are happening to certain groups of people. I've been noticing. If you find yourself in this room, please know that I prayed and asked that the Great Spirit would send you here to me tonight, please. But you have to trust that the energy that is picked up, what is said here tonight, is for you. Without that full open heart, without that trust, without the belief, you can't own it. Okay. Remember, you have free will. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Although that spiritual energy is here for us whenever we want it. And they do reach out. We have the free will to move in any direction we wish. But know that what comes up tonight is the direction, the path that we're currently on, and the options that we have moving forward. Okay. Thank you, EB. Hi, Reese. The readings tend to be really strong. I've been working on my spirituality more deeply than I ever have in my entire life. And as I do so, the stronger they get. Tonight, I'm going to do my salt water bath, my spiritual bath. I suggest the rest of you do it too. Use some essential oils, Epsom salt, Himalayan salt rock. Use apple cider vinegar, just a little bit in the water. Okay. If you have Florida water, use just a couple drops of that into your bathtub. Okay. You can charge your crystals in the tub with you. But while you do this, and it really does align your energy, because all week long you're walking around collecting electromagnetic static electricity from all the electronics, all the Wi-Fi, all the digital things that are bombarding you, that radiation that's hitting you every day, all day, especially those of us that are in concentrated big cities. Okay. Especially someone like me. I live here in Seattle. Give yourself the honor of a salt bath helps to balance that out and puts you your resonance in a balanced state instead of having this dissonance going on where you feel like you're out of whack. Throws your intuition off, throws everything off. Do you, sweetie? EB, are you a male or female? I'm so happy that you came. I have the most beautiful, Spirits has sent me the most beautiful, warm-hearted, creative, and intuitive people to build this group. I've been building it slowly because I'm such a busy lady. I have my business, which is slowly growing as a coach, and I work in a metaphysical shop called Earthbound, and I do like caregiving work on the side, very light. I work with elders, and I incorporate a lot of this work with them. So I'm a really busy lady. I also write. I do spiritual writing for people, for various entrepreneurs online. So my group is slowly but steadily growing. But the people that are entering are the most bright people. Funny, down to earth. I've been very blessed. They're Cancer. I'm a Gemini. I should put my sign, the signs to my natal chart in the description. I'm a Gemini, Scorpio rising, with a very strong Libra on that placement too. Scorpio moon. I have a Scorpio north node, Uranus in Scorpio. Thank God they're not afflicted, because I do not resonate with the crazy Scorpio. Not at all. 2 planets in Leo, Mars and Saturn. 2 planets in Taurus, Jupiter and Mercury. And my Venus is in Gemini also. Just like my dad and my sister, we all have a Gemini Venus. I'm going to start with the oracle cards from various decks to give us some themes for this new moon energy that's coming up. This new moon Aquarius in the Aquarius season, as we just started the Aquarius season, what? Yesterday? Yesterday. It's crazy. Some of you are ending relationships that have lasted a very long time, getting divorces. Many of you are starting businesses or starting new spiritual lives, like you're walking a new spiritual journey. So I'm going to begin with the Goddess of the Moon deck. Tends to be the favorite as well. Thank you. You're having a hard time wanting to see if anything will change. It's going to. It's going to. Those of you that are in that group that money has been a really huge thing, foundations, home, finances, things are going to take a turn for the better. But remember, you have to take part in it. You take a step, Spirit takes 10 towards you. Be open to the opportunities. Sometimes we must create our own opportunities. Oh, my cat opened the door. Hold on. Evia. Hey, baby. Hi, baby. She's so funny. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us about this new moon? What to expect? So I'm going to pull a few cards for us as a collective, and then I will pull for each of you. You each get your own oracle card, and I'll give you a choice of which deck. It'll be a general card, but at least you'll still get a sense of where you're going, right? So long as when I go to pull the card, be mindful of the question that you most want an answer for, okay? But it is a general. And those of you that have a particular question, they're called $5 2-card pulls. It's a mini tarot where I can spend no more than 10 minutes, which is rather long for a reading like that. But you do get the 2 cards and a free oracle on top of it. So it does give you a broader sense for a more personalized question. And I did put my information, my email, and the website where I offer my services, personal coaching. I'm certified coach in transformational, in life purpose, mindfulness, business, and entrepreneurship. Take it very seriously. Grief, right? We do grief work, lots of it. Okay. Discernment. When it comes to this question that you have in mind, this thing that you guys are dealing with, very heavy, it's extremely important that you use your discernment. You're probably going to need to listen to your heart and mind more than ever. If you can, try to limit your time with television, limit your time with where you're putting your mind in things that you don't need to, so that you save your mental and intuitive and spiritual energy, okay? Over the next few days. Do what you can to clean and clear out your body. And I mean, like, drink more water, eat more salads, eat things that are lighter, eat fish like chicken, eat things that is going to help your body cast out any impurities. This is going to help with your mind. It's going to help you to see clear. It's harder to think and discern things and use our critical minds and to use our intuition when we're looking at things through a clouded lens. And paying attention to your body temple is just as important as the spiritual aspect. So we got to mix the spiritual with the physical. Okay? Mix your spirituality with practicality. This is also a 10. So this period you are going through change. You are ending a major cycle. Powerful emotions. Some of you are going to find yourself in fiery situations. Be careful when you come into contact with personal situations that might get a rise out of you. Okay? Don't let that individual, don't let that situation do that to you. Stay grounded. See the situation for what it is and look at it from a standpoint where you're observing like from above with an eagle's eye. Oh, there we go. Your power is going to greatly enhance, like I said, by you purifying your body and mind. See that? Purify. Purity. There's also this sense that you're going through, it's like this emotionally, you're going through like this dark winter. This is the darkest before the light. It's that 11th hour kind of feel. Where you can feel like there's a sense of a culmination or a climax sort of feeling that you're coming up towards something. Something is approaching. And it is a dark night of the soul. But once you come out of this, on the other side, power. This represents the new moon in Aquarius. The energy of that moon. After you've felt your way out, felt your way through, purified yourself from any addictions, impurities, mindsets, toxic people, toxic environments. This sense of feeling powerful even in the midst of a storm. What feels like a storm. This is where you're coming to. It's a sense of freedom, even sense of being released from pressures, release from stagnancy, and things that kept you bound. It's going to look different for every one of us, but those are the emotions, those are the energies that are carrying through us. That's amazing. That's real amazing. I love seeing it. It's also extremely spiritual. It being a 16 is a 7. The situations that you guys are in, for a lot of you, it's causing like a sense of waking up, coming out of the matrix kind of thing. Okay, Spirit, what more can you tell us, please? This is the main goal here. What's the aim? Be clear. Woo. Abundance. Power and abundance. Feeling like you've been released from something that's held you captive, kept you bound to a situation. For many of you, this abundance looks different. You may have not had the love in your life that you were seeking or needing, and now it comes in. Financial situations may have held you back in a big way. But what's more is this feeling like you weren't clear on what was coming, how to make those decisions, which road you were going to take, because there was a fear of failure, a fear of making the wrong choice. This overthinking. That ends. Not only does all that end, but with this comes a sense of peace that whatever it is you have, you're going to be able to make it work. Like, you suddenly begin to realize that it doesn't really matter what you have physically around you, that your resources or your love or your access to things that gives you that sense of freedom, of prosperity, of abundance is realized. This could be somebody around you, or this could be you. Somebody's very sly. Joshua, hi. Yes. Yeah. It's good to see you, babe. Get one more from the goddess of the moon. Remember, There's spiritual protection. If you've been doing the right things and you've been earnest, you've been honest, you've been doing it with integrity, you're going to be protected. I wouldn't worry. I wouldn't worry. Look at the cards. Tower. Okay. After using your wisdom, purifying your mind, your heart, your body, so that you can see clearly, there's a lot of truth that's coming to light. A lot of answers are coming to light. There's going to be some moments with some of you where it's going to be like, it comes to you and it's like, that's it. That is it. And it changes everything. A massive turnaround. But I have this feeling Spirit is going to show up in a way in your life that adds to your faith, adds to your ability to trust in yourself. Especially those of you that are real seekers. A lot of us are going through things that it on the outside appears to be very scary. In disguise. It's there to sharpen you. It's there to bring exactly what it is you've been needing for a long time. But sometimes that takes situations that we think we're not prepared for, but you are. You're never given more than you can handle. And it's usually the stronger you are, the greater the responsibility you're given, the greater the lessons will be. And it's not in vain, not in any way. There are some of you that are being really prepared for something big in the future, and you need to step up into a leadership role. So your emotional intelligence needs to up. Your sense of leadership needs to go up. Your sense of strength needs to go up. Okay. I feel like a lot of you are not nourishing yourselves in the way that is really needed. And you've got to. You've got to nourish your body. Because it's dampening your progress. Yeah, this is about your path. Moving forward. But going. Look how she's looking up at this ladder. And it seems like a daunting task. It seems like a mountain to climb. But she's got all of these angels looking down on her. All she has to do is make it right over to the other side. It's an 8. You're going to see a lot of 44, 88, 8, 22, 44, a lot of things like that. Pay attention. Pay close attention when you see that. one more from this deck. There's no reason to fear moving forward. Do you see, if she would just look up, she could see the light. And all those fears, look at what she's holding on to. She's holding on to all those fears. But why? All she has to do is let go. She's not really pinned down. It's her mind. She would just look up, she'd see the light. She's giving birth to something. It's in its creation. Bottom of the deck, and this just fell out. You're blossoming. Okay. Bottom of the deck, first of all, came this. That freedom and sovereignty of spirit within yourself, coming into your own. You're blossoming. You see this? This is all the growth that she's standing on. She's wearing it. She's wearing everything she's been through, the good and the bad. Look at all this, standing for the illumination, her understanding. Look how she's playing that violin. You see the spirit within this? That's her being understanding the creator that is within her, the creative power within her. Here we see it in its like stasis, right? There's all these fears surrounding it. Hi, Natasha. Natasha. I hope that's how you say it. Hi, sweetie. However, blossoming, 33. 33 is a master number. Like Yeshua, when the Messiah became the Messiah, when that dove and that spirit landed upon his head, when those waters were poured over, and it was said, this is my son for whom I'm pleased. The mission began. He understood what his mission was, who he was. It's the same here. Bringing you to this. Bottom of the deck. This is also an 11, okay? Very spiritual. Power number. 33 and 11, blossoming. Coming into full sovereignty, coming into your full capacity. Waking up from your life. Leaving all that was. Leaving that story behind. It isn't real. It doesn't even exist anymore. It only matters what you believe to be true right now. What do you believe to be true about you, about your world? It's important that you really get down to business and ask Spirit, Is there anything that you're believing in your life that may be untrue? What lies, what deceptions have you been believing within yourself, with the people in your world, and with the greater world on the outside of this matrix of things? If you've been deceived about anything, then what? And how can you apply your wisdom so that you come into this, okay? That you come into this full mastery, or that you at least begin this road. Because if you want a life and a love that you have dreamt of, that you have a vision for, then you have to take the reins. You have to grab things with strength, with leadership, and lead. And you have to do it with a sense of being grounded, okay? Looking at things critically, but using your intuition, using your heart in a real way. Seeing things as they are, accepting them. Surrendering, being vulnerable. Vulnerability is going to be an incredible asset right now. And if you're somebody that has a hard time being vulnerable with others, then you better learn to do it quick. Vulnerability is going to be an incredible asset during this period. Learning how to be meek. You know, there's a saying, and I don't remember exactly how it's said, but it basically, the servant is the wise one, is actually the leader over his master, right? It takes a level of emotional intelligence and a sense of knowing who one is to serve, and to serve those who, or serve that which seems to be above you, right? Coming into this, what is it going to take? This is where you want to be. A lot of you are here now. Get out of this. I'm telling you guys, this really is about your spiritual path, okay? Your path to full power. It's an abundant path. And it's not for the weak. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not. This is a big test. It's a test of your will. It's a test of your spirit. It's a test of strength. What have you learned up until now? What are you going to set and put down to rest for good? Are you going to continue to put yourself in a place where you have to over and over again, cycle after cycle, relive the same monotonous bullshit that you keep encountering with the same people, with the same thoughts, with the same shit you going round and round and round? And or are you going to finally put those bags down? This is where you're headed at the end of it all. It's the beauty of you, the beauty of your world. And that you can make that possible. You have a vision, and that vision can be easily manifested. Can be easily manifested. It takes self-love, self-understanding, self-discipline. Not seeing yourself as a victim, but as a strong person, a sovereign. What? Right here. Go back to that card. Does that look like a victim? Or does that look like the highest vision of you? The highest version of you? What would he or she say to you now? What advice do you think your strongest self, your most powerful self, would say? It's about bringing that beauty of you inside out. The spirit moving through you each day, every day. That creative power working through you each day, every day. Thank you, EB. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay, we're going to go on to the next Oracle deck, and then we're going to start doing the cards for you guys, okay? After we finish this message from Spirit, okay? Spirit. What do we need to know? Ooh, okay. Okay, I'm feeling that a lot of us need a lot more grounded energy, but don't be afraid to ask for help. Here again, I'm going to bring up the subject of vulnerability. Don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. You know, Spirit has a way of working with people and situations behind the scenes. And there might be something that's needed to get you somewhere, or to bring in something, or to create a situation that's needed for you to get to your next step, or to make a decision on something, or to make something happen. And it can't happen unless energy is moving forward in a particular direction. And sometimes it's you that has to start that. And in this case, it's you not being afraid to ask for help, accepting help from another. And you might even need to delegate authority where it's needed. In fact, it may be as simple as you accepting help from spirit, not being uh, stubborn. Some people are very stubborn. They try to take it on themselves. You can't. You just can't. This is where you need to surrender. This is where surrender and vulnerability is going to be needed. Very big way. Think about a wild horse and what's needed to tame the wild horse. 26, we got another 8. Okay. Eights are manifestation, creation. Don't be afraid of what's ahead. I know sometimes things can feel like it's a complete mystery. You have a feeling like you have no sense of direction, something out, or somebody out, that somebody in your world is throwing you for a loop and feel it's a complete mystery. Use your intuition. Listen to your mind, listen to your heart about the situation, about that person. Stay independent. Don't get caught up in codependent anything. Use your wisdom. Don't let any situation or any one person hold you down. And that could be mentally enslaving yourself. This got spit out. Oh. What have we got here? Unconditional love, loyalty, sincerity. This is both ways. This, for a lot of you, this is unconditional love for yourself. Stand your ground, keep going, keep putting up the good fight. For others, this is about a partnership, okay? Partnership in question. There is loyalty. There's unconditional love there. Leo energy, very strong. This is using your strength, your leadership, gathering your power. It has the same energy as this. Same. So there again, Spirit is reiterating the idea of your sovereignty all over again. Staying sovereign. Staying yourself. Does what? There again. reiterating what? What did we see? Hi, Jocelyn. Yeah, there will be, as soon as we're done with this collective reading for the new moon energy for all of us, then we're going to start our oracle questions and the personal questions for the mini tarot readings for everyone. Reese, thank you. There we go. Reese got you in there. I think we can probably end this portion of it because the spirit is just bringing us back to the same idea. What it's going to take for you moving forward, this situation that you guys are in, and it's different for each of us, but the themes are the same. The archetypes are the same. This wealth that you're seeking, this abundance that's personal to you, okay, it's going to take your strength, wisdom, the application of it. It's going to take you being vulnerable, loyal, showing unconditional love towards yourself, to others, not being afraid of the future, right? Surrendering, even accepting help. But it's all about, right, abundance, utilizing your power, your strength. You do that as you move forward on your path, you'll find yourself blossoming. Okay. No more fear. Look around, see the beauty in everything and within you. You have to be in a certain state. You can't harbor darkness or live amongst darkness. It will overtake you. Ask Spirit to lift the veil for you, to make the road clear, so that you're looking at things with a clean lens. Okay. You are protected, okay? This is where you want to be. Balanced, strong, in your element, in your zone of genius, knowing your creative power, knowing who you really are, as opposed to everybody out there, because that doesn't matter. It's what you believe. It's what you think. It's what you see. What you believe becomes the reality. What you believe to be true becomes true. Watch where you place your trust. Where are you putting your trust? Are you using your critical mind? Are you discerning and using your wisdom? Because there's a lot of deception. Things can look one way, but they're not at all like that. Don't deceive yourself. And it's easy to do. It's easy to do, to dream up all kinds of things, to let your mind go in places that are dark and get carried away. People can deceive you. Ask the Spirit to reveal to you what is true so you can find yourself here. Help you see the beauty within you and everywhere around you. This reading is about an awakening. It's bigger. It's bigger than your mundane day-to-day situations. This is about who you find yourself to be right now, today, in this world. Who are you? What's your place in all of this? What role have you been acting? What things have you been creating up to this point? And how do you want to move forward? Who do you want to be? What is most meaningful to you? What makes you happy? Do you know? Do you even know? Do you know who you are? If you don't know who you are, what's going to happen? You've got to be strong in you. You've got to be clear about your vision. Right now, many of you are kind of like in that seven of cups energy. You have to narrow it down. You need to be aligned with what is most important. What really means the most to you? Where are you most appreciated? Where do you really find that zone of genius inside of you? Where does that love really begin to pour out? Spirit is trying to break you open, crack you open. It's trying to knock that sense into your head. And with some of you, it's going to have to be dramatic in the way that it happens. So many of us are just kind of do. And then we need to have something dramatic happen to wake us up. This new moon is going to cause a massive spiritual awakening for a lot of you. Some of you have already been on this road, so you're on a massive turning point right now, the next level. Others of you, it's just starting, and it's starting in a very big way. And although it looks different for each of us, that energy is the same. This is about waking up, knowing where you're going, knowing who you are, knowing your next step, clearing out the clutter, clearing out the mess, getting out of the gutter, purifying your heart, purifying your body, purifying your mind, removing those in your life that need to go, removing all the elements in your life that have been holding you down like a slave to it, burdening you. having the strength, the courage, and the endurance to persevere, not being afraid. If it looks like it makes you different, then so let it be. Ripping the fake out of your life, all facades, all deceptions. And allowing spirit to really work its magic. Going deep with it. We can't be superficial about this. This is real. You have to really make those changes. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It isn't. But if you want it to work its magic in your life, you're going to have to stand up. Stand up for you. Stand up for what's right. Stand up for your life. Stand up for love. Because there isn't a whole lot of it. Every day I look around, I don't see a lot of it being played out. And you might have to be somebody that leads in that capacity. Whether that be in your family or that be on the world stage somewhere. These are the themes of this new moon. These are the themes. Where do you find beauty? What is beauty? How can you create that beauty in your world? How can you channel that spirit to bring beauty into your existence, into your presence? Okay. Feelings and emotions. Remember, I said this is about it. Spirit is trying to make you emotionally intelligent, emotional maturity. Because with emotional maturity brings spiritual maturity, spiritual intelligence, spiritual healing. Cleanse your body. Get clear. And I'm feeling like a lot of you need water. You need to hydrate. Okay? This is the water fairy. She's of emotions and feelings. It's going to be an emotional time. Your senses are going to be heightened. Know this. It's card 28. It's endings. New beginnings. You are finding a new love for yourself as well. Okay? Look at that. Take your salt bath. Detox. It's very important. An emotional detox. Okay? His royal dutyness. If you want questions, sweetie, we're going to begin that segment next. And everybody gets a free oracle card. And you can get your personal question. It's a 2-card. It's $5. It's 2 cards and a free oracle. But right now we're doing our collective new moon reading, and then we're going to start our free oracles. Everybody gets an oracle. We've got E.B., Alan, Reese, Joshua, Natasha, Dalkara, Jocelyn, and then it will be you. Okay? You'll get a choice. I'll show you which oracle, and you can choose from the oracle that you like best. You can pick one. I'll show you 3. Doesn't it resonate? Yeah. It's huge. Okay. Make sure this. Okay. I'm going to light our sage. I'm going to read one more card. I'm going to do that with the Moonology. Sure. Of course, at the bottom of the deck, it's like, it's time to move. Spirit wants us to get moving. It's time to begin this life that's coming, this new cycle. Let go of the old shit. Leave the bullshit in the past. It's old. It doesn't belong here. It's like, love don't live here anymore. You abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Don't live here anymore. All right. Here, Aries energy. Feeling Aries energy really strong. Sticking out. Okay. And it starts. Massive endings. A lot of you are dealing with situations in which justice is going to be served. Okay. Contracts, legal situations, things that have bound you. Okay. Agreements of some kind, partnerships. That includes business and personal. Okay. Gemma Kid, I feel it today here in Australia. I feel so heavy. Yes. It's like I said at the beginning of the reading. We are in the middle of what is something like, emotionally, it's like a deep winter. It's a dark night of the soul kind of thing. There's a spiritual awakening occurring. It's like can feel like an existential crisis. But on the other end of it, it's a lot of beauty, freedom, sovereignty, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom. We're going to do, okay, I haven't lost the plot. Physically, my body feels like it's giving birth. I'm far from pregnant. we were talking about that. It's a lot of us, your body temple, the actual physical body needs nourishment, needs water, rest. We forget, we get so caught up in here, we forget about our physical body. But your physical body is the temple. It's a temple for spirit to reside. And if that temple is clogged down and bogged down, spirit cannot, you can't channel spirit. It can't reside in there. It just can't. So release any negativity, anything heavy. Surrender it. Surrender it. Ooh, okay. Yes, amen to that. Yes. There we go. Okay. Ooh, foot dropped out. Here we go again. Yeah. It's saying it over and over. Let go of fears. This is about the new moon. There's going to be a lot of fears rising up to the surface. Find your strength. Your strength. You need it. You're powerful. You're so much more than you know. Put yourself to the test. Or do we need to know? Archangel Metatron. Archangel Michael. Archangel Uriel. Archangel Gabriel. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Boy, did that get spit out. Okay. There's too many of them here. I'm going to, I'll grab the top two. To say, don't, like we were talking about, do not let the past hold you back. Don't. And you know exactly what that means. Because this is what you can expect. New moon. New moon. Expect powerful change. Powerful change. What does that look like? Do you remember? What does that change look like? We saw it right here. Just to refresh your memory. Let's put those ones back. Remember? That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. What is this about? Your path, your life, this abundant, prosperous life, this spiritually prosperous life, this new you. Your dreams, your desires, the ones that are in alignment with the spirit, those things that were encoded in you that are opening up. Your path. The one that you're standing there looking at, pondering, should I take that flight? Do not let the past hold you back. Don't. This is coming. That's coming. Your power, beauty, the beauty that's inside of you, beauty within you. It's a powerful moon. There again. What are you going to release? What do you need to release? And there again, we get this idea of winter. I mean, naturally, we're in winter now, being in February, most of us. But you're in an emotional, spiritual winter, which is a dark night of the soul. It's a time of an existential crisis. It's a time of questioning, spiritual awakening. What do you need to let go of? Right? What do you need to let go of? Release negativity, release the fears, release the shit that's binding you down. Find the vulnerability within you. Okay. Here, bottom, meditate and contemplate. It's a time for healing. It's a time for you to take a breath, take a breather as we approach this. Really think, really question before you move forward what it is, what this vision of yours really looks like. If you have to sit down and journal it out, journal it out. You know, when you write things down, they're apt to be created more. Words are powerful. Words are spells. Surrender. I think we're going to end there for the Aquarius reading. Pull one from the Dragon deck. It's a very spiritual deck. For all of us, it's already jumping out. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe if you've been enjoying this as we've been going. All right, Spirit. What do we need to know? Ooh. The Black Dragon. Cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. You're in metamorphosis. Meditate, reflect. Oh my God, undergo a metamorphosis. Right? We saw this. Remember the fears card, and I said, let go. Why are you holding on? You're in that stasis, that place where if you just look up, you'd see the light. You'd see your answers. You'd see your road. The protection, being protected. Look at the seeds. They're divine seeds, spiritual seeds being poured out onto you. Here's the growth. It's being blossomed, right? That blossoming spirit, where we see that. First off, there's you, the protection. It's the same idea. Remember that? So we're seeing this idea of being protected 3 times now. The meditate, reflect. Saw that several times, right? We had just seen it in the Moonology deck. Remember this? That's what this is. You're blossoming. Look at all the green. It's the heart chakra. It's being worked out. It's being cracked open. Incredible realization. Huge transformation. Lots of understanding. Even inspiration. I think you're going to see some of the beauty in you that you have failed to see for a really long time. I love how she's playing her violin. You know what that tells me? That violin is like her superpower. And each of us have something beautiful like that. That when we play it, it's a blessing for others. It's a blessing for us. What is that to you? What is that for you? Because that's your divine gift. It's that gift that you always rely on. You're able to rely on always. You have that. What is that? Because 33 is always coming into mastery. You've mastered that. It's going to be your lifelong blessing. It's your divine gift. It's protected and growing evermore. Love it. I love that so much. See what it says about the black dragon. Get more information. The 5th dimensional black dragons are powerful. They only come to us when we are ready to nurture a new idea or a concept that will enable our divine potential to grow. Black is the ultimate divine feminine color, the shade of mystery and magic, of secrets and hidden hopes. When we are prepared to surrender to the black dragons, they will cocoon us in a silky black energy. As we rest within this safe, dark place, they will enable us to the new to develop within us. Eventually, we will emerge like a butterfly, having undergone a profound metamorphosis. Choosing this card suggests that it is time for rest. For it is during such moments of relaxation that divine projects, creative ideas, or a new way of thinking are conceived. In times of peace and stillness, fresh seeds and ideas can grow. They'll grow. The mighty black dragons wish to create a dark cocoon for you now, so that you can now germinate and sprout. You are asked to accept their assistance. It's going to serve your spiritual growth. Take time to meditate, reflect, and the dragons will surround you with their breath. This will allow the opportunity that is being presented you to take root. When you are ready, the black dragons will help you nurture new growth. Ask to help you hold your vision until it comes to glorious fruition. They will also be working with you in your sleep state, and you may be aware of their presence. So acknowledge their help. Expect to be different and be ready to spread your wings. Expect to be different and ready to spread your wings. Wow. That definitely shows us this, doesn't it? It's all about this right here. Blossoming power, becoming powerful to you, to this. All the while being protected. Sharing your beauty, your unique beauty to the world. And that might be as simple as those that are in your circle. But whatever the case may be, you're going to be living out your life very uniquely as an individual, strong in their beliefs, even if it seems weird or out there or even hated by others. You're going to have the guts. I have a feeling you are not going to be afraid. There's rapid spiritual awakening and spiritual growth that's occurring. Be open to accept it. Okay? It is exciting. So exciting. Very interesting. Bottom of the deck is the Black Dragon from Saturn. Wow. It's the same thing. It's concentrating on your vision. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Spiritual discipline. Like it. So interesting. Fascinating how that worked out. Black Dragon at the top, Black Dragon at the bottom of the deck. All right. So that wraps up our new moon reading for the group. So we can start doing our free oracles and questions for those of you that want your personal question, that would like to donate. You're more than welcome for energy exchanges, to send me tips as a thank you, share the video, all that stuff. Okay. And then I'm going to pull out the oracles that you can choose from for your general free oracle. No matter what, we're covered. You mean spiritually? Boo. The two drag, I know. Yeah. It shows the evolution throughout the deck, right? The evolution. And that last card is the fruition. Coming and going and all things in between. You're right. Right. Just had a card pop out. The Malika of Discs, which is actually the Queen of Pentacles. She's the Queen of Pentacles. Malika of Discs. Yes, so now we've got E.B., Alan, Reese, Joshua, Natasha, Dalkara, Jocelyn, His Royal, and Gemma. And we'll probably end it there with those 9 as far as the oracles go. I'll end it there. So, it's 9:09 my time in Seattle. Okay. Give me 3 minutes and I will be right back. I think I'm definitely going to light some sage. Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing. I love it though. I love it. All right. Ooh. Pull that light harden a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go for 2 minutes. We'll be back. I'm going to light some sage. Clear the air. Yes, spirit is. I always make sure of that. And the right people are always collected. I love it. Okay. I'm going to go start some sage, clear the air so that we can have a fresh new start and beginning as we go through the oracles. Okay. So give me 2 minutes and I will be right back. Okay, are we ready? I think I'm going to use these two. These are the two to choose from for the oracle. The crystal wisdom or the chakra wisdom. EB, which one do you see yourself receiving? Okay. These are good. These are good cards. Okay. And I'll read from it too, as well as the other. Okay. It's for EB. Spirits for EB. For EB. Wow. Beautiful. Rainbow Mayanite. Rainbow Mayanite. Number 22. Master number 22. Wisdom coming to the forefront. Wisdom and discernment is needed. Okay. Okay. It's called the Rainbow Bridge. And it says, the iridescent rainbow Mayanite bridges this world and the rest of creation. It heals unconditionally and assists the shift to a new level of consciousness. Wow. Wow. You are a leader. When you raise your vibrations, the whole benefits. That means other people. De-energize old patterns. All the old. Anything old. Gotta go. Release karmic incrustations and toxic dross from your etheric body. The crystal will assist in this. It will assist. Wow. Go within. So find your rainbow treasure house. Raise your consciousness to build new, supportive structures at every level. In every area of your life. It all needs a clearing. Recognize how your soul is maneuvering you onto your true pathway, okay? Apparently, detrimental situations offer soul gifts. Okay. Re-examine projects. and let go of those that are not for your highest good or for the good of others. Let go of those. You see things from both sides. You can see both sides. Always speak true, no matter the cost. But be tactful. You have natural healing ability. Focus it wisely. The healing insight for you is to let go. Letting go attunes you to a realm of infinite possibilities. This is pretty powerful. I mean, this is probably the most powerful one I've pulled yet. I wasn't aware of this. The rainbow Mayanite. It's incredible. The frequency is extremely high. The chakra is the soul star and stellar gateway. Wow. It recalibrates all to an optimum functioning. Timing. Aquarius. The new moon in Aquarius. The soul path being a rainbow bridge between worlds. So something like a spiritual speaker, teacher, healer in some way. That could be at a professional level, or as simple as a leader within your family. You have it in you to heal all situations in your world, in your life. And what looks like a calamity is actually going to be the very thing that sets it all off. Alan, are you still here? This is for you. Alan? I think I should change the music. I think I'm going to. Hold on. It's beautiful. Okay. Alan, are you still here? Or do I need to move on to... Who am I moving on to from Alan?